Hello, welcome back to the channels. Today we are here for the season finale of season 5 of the Alternate Sunny League series. So as you can see, we have a very exciting title decider between Sebastian Muller and Emerson Gomez, as they are only 2 points separated by each other, with German having the advantage, as the previous race was obviously a very chaotic one and things just didn't went well for Gomez. While for Muller, they went surprisingly well, as FCR definitely nailed the strategy on that race, and so here we are then. Sebastian Muller leads the way 2 points, however, it is Gomez who has the tiebreaker advantage, as he has three race wins against two from Sebastian Muller, and that could be obviously very decisive for the title fights. So here's the current situation: as if Emerson Gomez, for him to win the title, if he wins the race and Muller is in second place, Muller could have the fastest lap. That it wouldn't matter for the Brazilian, as once again they would be tied on points, but Gomez would have the tiebreaker advantage. Then the same would also apply if Gomez takes second and Muller third. Muller could also have the fastest lap, and that wouldn't make a difference. But if Gomez is third and Muller finishes in P4, if Muller has the fastest lap, then Gomez will not be crowd champion, as he will only be gaining 1 point more. And yeah, then from P4 and downwards, Gomez either has to finish one higher position with the fastest lap, or he has to finish two positions higher without the fastest lap. So yeah, that's basically it. And then we see here Dave Gibson then in third place with Halberg also trying to fight for that position, and even Patrick Ivimaki is relatively close, although might be a little bit hard, but he could potentially have to still be far from the Swedish driver. And then we have Carlos Leon and Frenzy tied on points. And then in the team standings, LSA has not secured the title mathematically, but they are very likely to just take their fifth Constructors' World title. Then we got to Full Force and Nuki to take second, and FCR third. Then ATH in P4. Then we got also LTE, who decidedly managed to gain quite a lot of points on Blue Blizzard in the previous round, and so now they also look comfortable to take P5. But we got Blue Blizzard and Heritage Performance now just 1 point apart. They'll be fighting for P6 today. And then we got VO alone in P8, and then Lynx Racing alone in P9. And then we got SCP, who just managed to overtake Racing Team Turkey, so they are securing P10 at least. Now, looking into the news coming into this race, it is pretty much confirmed that LSC will be selling LTE, and we already know who is going to buy it. It's going to come from Great Britain, and they're also looking to keep at least the orange as their main color, and they're looking to be called Rapid Racing Team. So that's pretty much all we know, and it should be interesting to see which drivers will they hire, or if they're going to keep the drivers from LTE in this season. But yes, so let's then get ourselves into the track. And as we were talking about the color orange, now we're going to be coming back to the Netherlands, this time to be racing at the Zandvoort circuit. This is a circuit that has quite a few medium speed corners, as today the strategy should also be very crucial, as it is quite tricky to overtake, so that's something that the drivers have to be aware, especially if they start on the soft tires, because if they pit early they might have a lot of traffic, and that's going to be quite hard to pass. Also, turn number 9, it's a very tricky one to drive with the old tires. We've seen a few drivers going off the track there, and so yeah, that's it then, as you have a very exciting title fight. Let's then get ourselves into the qualifying session then. Alright then, here we go. The start of qualifying for the season finale has just started, and I see you can put himself up there, as this track seems to be a little bit tricky to overtake. Probably not as much as a track like Sochi, but still. Let's see then who's going to be up there at the end of these 7 minutes. Right now, Kivimaki at the front. I see he's really doing a very good lap here. And can that be regional pole? Then I think he can, but let's see, we got Suarez in second place. Muller now taking that second place. That is Suarez, followed then by Ferenzi and Maxwell. So Yeah, it is now the Finnish driver then in provisional pole. Alright, then we see now Emerson Gomez trying to find an answer. He's currently down in P9 with Muller in second place. Let's see, can he improve or not? And he can now, up into second place. Ahead of the German now. We got Halberg now in third place. And Leon in second. We see then we got Halberg. Can he improve again? He's on the hard tires, probably not. And now we see Frederiksen with an improvement there. But yeah, then you got Lewis in P15. Not looking that great, but we also got Sharvat. Then it's Nakano. We got then Gomez on the final turns now into the final corner here. Then on the straight, can he do it or not? And he proves again. I think he matched his lap actually. We see then Halberg on the main straight here. Can he improve again? No. He does not improve. We see Frederiksen getting a few places. We got Lewis also in P5. See, looks like Gibson has put himself into P9. We see then now Kivimaki going into the final turn then, and then into the main straight. Can he do it or no? So he might be a little bit vulnerable there. We see Muller now improving. And then we see Halberg now and improves into second place. Puts himself on the front row. He might will take the Finnish flag. As we see now, Lord Driver is probably not looking to improve. I think they all pitted a bit early. We see now Leon, no. So I think this will be it. We see Maxwell into P10. But it is Kivimaki then will be starting all pole position in this season finale. So let's then have a look into the starting grid then. So having a look into the starting grid, we got Kivimaki then starting on pole position. Then we got both low forces, Halberg and Leon, in second and third. Then we got Emerson Gomez then the first of the title contenders in P4, following then by both FCRs. We got Lewis and Sebastian Muller then in P6. Then we got Hoiver Mullen in P7 on this home Grand Prix. Then it's Zietek in P8. And then we see Suarez and Maxwell closing the top 10. With then Gibson then starting P11, then we got Polatov followed then by both LTE, Sharvat and Frenzy. Then we got Frederiksen starting ahead of Ribeiro. Then we got both VDOs, Alvarez and Grenier, with then Giancarlo Morelli and then Keiki Nakano starting in last place. So without any further, let's get ourselves what should be a very exciting title decider, probably the best ever or the best so far in this series. So without any further ado, let's get ourselves into the race then. Alright, here we go then. And the race starts now. We see Kivimaki. Then with the lead of the race, we then have Halberg now in second place. And we got Leon up there. With then now Gomez now battling Muller here. So we see they have completely different strategies. Now we have then it's Leon and Halberg then battling each other in full force there. As we see, oh my god, they're sort of pushing each other there. As we see, we got then Muller currently on the hard tires. And this will be interesting strategy-wise, but at the front we got now freeway battling wall. Free wide there. We see now Halberg get on the outside and he takes the lead of the race then. It's a 1-2 for full force at the moment. And then we have now Muller trying to overtake Gomez there. As now we see Gomez right behind Kivimaki there. We'll try again another overtake, but that didn't work. We see now Lewis getting a little push there from his teammate. As now looks like he's losing some distance there. Lewis will make an overtake now. We got Gomez trying to overtake Leon there. And let's see who can make this strategy work. Is it going to be Gomez or is it going to be Muller? And I think it should be very interesting to find out at the end of these 50 laps. As we see now things are already starting to sort of calm down, although the grid is still very bunched up. But as we see now Lewis trying to go around the outside of Gomez, trying to help his teammate right now. Moore seems to be struggling for pace. As we got Zietek now for SCP on the medium tires. So try to go that thing side there of Lewis, didn't work. Now we see Muller trying to get past the Polish driver, but now he gets passed by Vermeulen instead. And now we see Suarez also overtaking him. And then it's Gibson as well. Look at that. Muller just losing a lot of positions. Things are looking good for Gomez right now. In the meantime, we got Hallberg now in first place with Kivimaki now in second. And then it's Gomez. I think this will be very crucial for LSA. That is for sure. The prize money that they get from this would really be helpful for them. But now we see Leon battling with Zitek and Lewis. We got Muller now. We can only watch this. If he can even keep it close to watch it, because ESF is struggling for a place. Now at the front we see Gomez battling with Kivimaki. We see Kivimaki defending that well. We got Zitek into P4. Really good start for him. Now we see Gomez around the outside. He makes the move then on the Finnish driver. Up into second place he goes then. Oh my god, he just went into the gravel there. As looks like Zitek couldn't pass him, but he's in third place. Actually. And now we see here 3 wide on the main straight. You got Suarez making a move on Leon there. Then we got Vermeulen. Right there, we see Suarez with the switchback. Nicely done there. Into P5. It seems to be all but confirmed that Suarez will be driving for Nordic Thunder next season. He's looking to beat him in the standings. As we see now, Muller now trying to get past Leon. Now he's finally getting that pace back. Now he's going to have to get past his teammate. Will he let him pass? No. As we see, oh my god, Suarez getting a penalty there somehow. Muller managed to get away. And that has created a bit of a pile-up, but Muller was very lucky there. He was extremely lucky. Now into P6, we see Gomez still in second place, but of course there's the strategy that can change quite a lot here. And we've seen a lot of tires actually starting on hard tires. This seems to be quite beneficial as you get a lot of clean air. And we see Kivimaki now trying to get past Gomez, applying the pressure. He goes up the inside on a penultimate turn, but that didn't really work. It was quite optimistic. We see also Zitek definitely doing an amazing racing P4. Obviously looking for some redemption. And now we see it's Muller trying to get past the Dutchman here. Then he makes the move, I think. Yes, there he goes with Muller into P5 then. He's starting to make a comeback here. You see Gomez still keeping second. You got Kivimaki once again trying to overtake the Brazilian now on the final turn. He goes into the main straight now and the inside, but I don't think he has the speed. So Gomez stays in second for now. As now we see Muller trying to get past Zitek. We see the hard starting to become the best tire here. You know, seeing the crossover moment. There's a lot of chaos here at the back. We got the Ferenzi with Gibson, then we got both editors' performance in the top 10 at the moment. That is actually impressive, but at the front now we see Muller getting past Kivimaki. Now he's right behind Gomez then. And Gomez is gonna have to pit soon. I reckon that LSA will make the call. Probably now, no. So yeah, that's the main thing here. They're really risking a lot. As we see now Zitek trying to have a look up the inside there. But he couldn't get the move done. Gomez once again really just extending those tires. Will he finally going to the pits? Yes, now he finally does it. That was quite a big stretch now. He goes into the hard tires. Probably a good decision there. Let's see where he ends up. He's going to be between the Leaks Racings. We see now he's going to have to get past Diogo Ribeiro, but that didn't work. This is what we were talking about. The traffic can really cost you a lot of time. But now finally makes the move there on the Portuguese driver. Well, at the front we've seen Halbert definitely doing an amazing race so far. He also started on the mediums. And he's really done a good job here. We also got now Lewis trying to catch Kivimaki. As we see, I don't know what happened. Looks like Suarez got past Gomez, so he's on the soft tires. So they might actually make sense, but yeah, probably not good for the Brazilian here. He needs to gain time, as much time as he can. In the meantime, we see now Lewis trying to get past Kivimaki, goes up the inside, then he makes the move then into third place. We got Leon also right behind, he also gets past the Finnish driver. Now he's gonna try and get past the Canadian. As he goes maybe around the outside, no, now up the inside there again. But as we see, oh, Lewis into the gravel, so that allows for Leon to get past then into third. Now, Giancarlo Morelli and Gomez. Now battling each other, Gomez just losing a lot of time. Look at that, thing's falling apart for him. He's gonna be so pissed about this, that is for sure. Now we see it, Ziatek trying to make an overtake there, which would make things only worse for him. So as we see now, oh my god, Morelli, what are you doing? He's influencing these title fights. We see now Gomez finally got past him. But that has to be a very disappointing race here for the Gomez, as now we see Hallberg into the pits. And I think he's gonna stay ahead of him, of Gomez. Because yeah, the Brazilian really losing a lot of time now. Look, he's on hard tires, he might still be able to find some pace later on. And I think he's actually finding it right now. And then he has Maxwell ahead of him. We also see now Suarez also up there. Then we see Hallberg then getting past Pulatov. We see now Ziatek getting past Gomez. What is going on with Gomez? We see Muller already ahead of the Brazilian. He gets himself ahead of Gomez now, but as you can see here, Muller still has to fire up those tires. You see now Kivimaki going off the track there, still yet to pit, probably staying out for way too long there. But as we see now Gomez battling Muller, this is the title fight right here. But as you can see, it's all looking good for the German. And you see right now Gomez trying to go around the outside, that didn't work. Now he's gonna try again, and now he makes the move then. See now at the front we got Halber now trying to get past Suarez, who has very old tires, even though he has pitted already. But as you can see, he goes off the track there. Just, you know, Leon also getting overtaken by both Gomez and Muller. Now they both catching the Blue Blizzard driver there. As we see now, Muller got past again, the Brazilian. Now as you can see, he gets a little bit slowed down by the blue car. He goes up the inside there into turn 1, and he makes the move then on the Argentinian. As we see now, Gomez trying to do the same. I think he can also do it. As now we see Suarez and Dennis Gibson also battling Ziatek. We see Ziatek losing out there, but yes, Suarez has the older tires here. Let's see what can Gibson do. Doing a nice recovery, but as you can see, he gets sort of squeezed there. But now he makes the move there on Suarez, who definitely doesn't have the tires, and I think that specific turn is where it's the most problematic to drive. Now we see Lewis and Frederiksen here, they all fighting free wide there with Vermeulen, and then Maxwell also joining the party. We see him getting past the Dutchman, who's now struggling on those old soft tires. Okay, we see now Frederiksen working out, trying to get past the FCR. Not exactly working well. And then we see also Forenzi. But now we see now Frederiksen getting past the Canadian then into P7. And we see then things starting to slow down, that is for sure. But we see Lewis not giving up the position now. He's gonna try and take it back. Also at the front, we got Muller now getting very close to Halberg. He has the exit turn now. He goes up the inside. Halberg tries to switch back, but he cannot do it. But now we see Halberg is gonna fight back now. He wants this race win, that is for sure. He's also batting for third in the standings. But yeah, then it looks like Gibson is going into the pits. But now we have this battle still to focus as we see Halberg going off the track there. Because yeah, I think he's not really running about strategy. We also got Leon trying to do the same. He's on the mediums. And then we got Zitek, then it's Maxwell, Suarez, Fredrickson. And then we see Kivimaki. Now trying to make the comeback. He pitted very late on the first stint. You see now trying to go inside of Zitek. Can he make the move? It's going to be very tight. But I think he managed to do it. Now we see both Blue Lizards fighting Maxwell as we see Kivimaki trying to go around the outside. And now in the inside of Suarez. That he's done it. He goes into P7 then. Now he has Maxwell right ahead of him. He goes maybe around the outside. Can he do it? Yes, he can as well. So Kivimaki up into P6. As we see Maxwell will try and get it back. But now he gets passed by Suarez instead. Let's see now Suarez once again will try and get past Kivimaki. Goes up the inside now. And he makes a move as well into turn 1. But yeah, in the meantime we got Kivimaki now getting past Suarez again. And then we see Fredrickson battling with Gibson, who was just pitted for mediums. So let's see then Gomez into the pitch now. Let's see what can LSA do here. Because now he goes for the soft tires. He goes for the soft, so he should probably pit again. Now there's 16 laps to go. I think he might pit with 8 laps to go again. But he's gonna have a lot of clean air. But oh my god, that is really not great. That's the type of thing that can cost him a lot of time. But now he should easily make the overtake now. And there he goes then. Gomez into P6. Now he needs to put the hammer down, as we see now. Lewis fighting Leon. Did we see Kivimaki right behind, but he goes into the gravel. That turn has definitely been quite problematic. As we see, Halberg hasn't pitted yet, but now he's 10 seconds behind, but now he dives into the pits. I think it's plausible that Muller might pit and come out in the lead. But then now we see Gomez doing his best here. He's gonna have to get past Kivimaki and Lewis, who is Muller's teammate, of course. And that could have a huge impact. Here we see Gomez getting pushed by Kivimaki. And again, just losing a lot of time. But now we see Muller also having to deal with traffic. And that is obviously not good for him, but now he gets past the Japanese. As we see also Gomez try to get past the NTH now, he does it. Into third place then. Now we see Lewis up the inside, he goes up the inside, but again, more quirky now. It looks like Lewis will go into the pitch, so he's going to be out of the way. There is at least something positive for him, but the gap is 9 seconds. That is very concerned. Let's see, is he going to pit now? No, he's going to stay out. In the meantime, we see now Halbert just getting past Kivimaki. Then we see Leon, the other flow force, trying to do the same. As we see, he tries to go up the inside. That didn't work well. Now let's see, now we got Leon again. He's going to try and make a move, and now he makes it. So yeah, now we see Muller finally into the pits. Should be his final pit stop of the season. And now he goes into the soft tires. Gomez will be leading for a brief moment. And now Muller is going to be right behind him. I think Gomez will have to pit. As you can see, yes, he's done it. So Muller will be leading the way. He's not going to have to pass the Brazilian. But now, it is Gomez here. He's going to try from third place to catch him. Can he do it or not? It's a bit of a stretch. In the meantime, we see Ferrezi getting past Zitek. Because now we see Lewis also trying to get past the police driver. Let's see now, what can he do? He goes up the inside maybe. Can he do it now around the outside? No. We also got Gibson here. Should be a pretty nice battle. Here goes up the inside. He's gonna try, but Lewis still holds on. Now he keeps the inside on the airpin. But he has a very poor exit there, and now Gibson makes the move. And I think, yeah, he's gonna stay ahead. Maybe not. We see now Lewis somehow squeezing an overtake there, but Gibson goes back. With a nice little scrap there, but now he also gets past Ziatek, who's starting to struggle on those hard tires. Now we see Lewis trying to do the same. Ooh, but we see a big battle here. We got Lewis once again. Now finally makes the move on Ziatek. As we have also Suarez right behind. Very fresh, soft tires, and now he makes the move as well. So yeah, Ziatek not managing to make that two-stopper work that well. But yeah, then we have Gibson and Frenzy battling each other here. Now there goes, Gibson gets the move done on the Hungarian driver. But now this is it, this is the final lap. He has won 4 titles for LSA. And then he decided to change the team to have a challenge. And a challenge he did have. But he's still gonna do it anyway, he's gonna win the title. And here we go then. It is the 5th for Sebastian Muller, who crosses the line to win the Netherlands Grand Prix. But he's also gonna become, yet again, the driver's world champion. With Halbert then taking second, there is Gomez. In third in this race, second in the standings. Then you got Leon in P4, followed by Kivimaki. Then it's Gibson in P6, then you got Ferenzi with Suarez. Then it's Lewis, we got then Ziatek, Vermeulen, Morelli, then it's Ribeiro, Frederiksen, Grenier, Maxwell, Charvat, Bulatov, and then it's Alvarez and Nakano then in the end. And that's it then, we then have Leon with the fastest lap, so let's then have a look into the final standings then. So having a look into the final standings, it is then Sebastian Muller who takes his 5th driver's world title, pretty much proving that he does not need to be driving for LSA in order to be at the top. And then we got Emerson Gomez, who ended up fumbling the bag on that penultimate round, especially where he took only P10, and there are actually quite a few inconsistent results also from Muller, of course. And then we see then Sven Halberg then securing yet another top 3 in the standings with Gibson, who was very, very close. Then you got Patrick Kivimaki then closing the top 5. As then we see then it's Carlos Leon in P6 with then Mixel Ferenzi then losing the battle against the Spaniard. As then you got Rico Lewis then finishing in P8, securing that position against Leonardo Suarez, was just 1 point behind. And then we see Hoiver Mullen then closing the top 10. Then we see William Maxwell finishing in P11 with then Roman Grenier just 2 points ahead of Ivan Bolatov, so he was splitting the Heritage Performance drivers. Then you got Søren Frederiksen on his rookie season getting beaten by the Canadian when it comes to the rookie title. Then we have then Jo Ribeiro finishing in P15 with then Roman Charvat having a bit of a frustrating season with just 1 top 10. Then we also got Jacob Ziatek then on his return finishing in P17 with just 4 races, just like his teammate, to finish behind Sain, who managed to get himself into P18. Then we got Santiago Alvarez with just 28 points ahead of Genki Nakano, and then it's Ak Logan then finishing at the bottom. Now, as you can see on this table, we got some interesting statistics. For instance, when it comes to the fastest laps, Sven Halberg and Leon had the biggest amount with 2 fastest laps each. Then on pole position there is Gomez with 2, as well as Patrick Kivimaki. And it is actually Kivimaki who has the best qualifying result average with an average of 5. And then it is Ike Logan who has the worst qualifying average of P17. Then when it comes to the race average, it is Sebastian Muller without any big surprise being the one with the best average, so with the 3.4, and then it is then Octagon with the worst finish average with P19. And then when it comes to race wins, it is Muller and Gomez tied with 3 each, and when it comes to the podiums, it is Sebastian Muller with the biggest amount. Now, when it comes to plus minus, that is the difference between the qualifying and the race results. There is then Dave Gibson with the biggest amount of positions gained with 54 from qualifying into the race, and Santiago Alvarez is the one with the worst difference there with minus 46 between qualifying and the race. So, looking at the team standings, there is then LSA will take their fifth world title, with then Full Force taking second place, followed by FGR. Then we got NDH with LTE securing P5, and then it is Blue Blizzard who managed to beat Heritage Performance in this battle for P6. Then we got the VO in P8, followed then by Lynx Racing, and then NCP was obviously getting close in P10, and then we got Racing Team Turkey then finishing in the last place. As you can see, SCP, for what it seems, with the amount of points they were getting for each race, they will very likely finish within Heritage Performance and VO, so very likely they will be in P8 in the end. Now, when it comes to some of the team statistics, LSA got the biggest amount of points in a single race, which was actually in the first round in Interlagos, as they had the double podium in there, and then the team with the least amount of points in a single round was then Racing Team Turkey, who managed to get only P4 twice, with Lynx Racing doing it once. And that's it for this season. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was definitely really fun to do this, as then we should have a lot more action coming then into the next season for season 7, number 6. So, yeah, we see you there. Until the next time, goodbye.